Hey guys, I just wanted to say a few things before I really start this video. That's just my riding intro, so it's like my other one's not going anywhere. And thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It blows my mind. I can't believe I've gone this far. I love all of you, and I just want to say thank you again. But let's get on with the 1K special. My riding story starts off with me. I really didn't start riding till I was around 10, but I had always loved horses, and I started off doing Western. I really didn't know much about it, so I remember the saddle. I just was very bouncy. I really didn't know much about riding. They didn't teach me very well. They knew what they were doing, but they just didn't teach me very well. This horse here, he was definitely one of my favorites. His name is Eddie, and he is a halflinger. I really did enjoy riding here, but it was nice just for a beginner. In my mind, when I was little, my dream was to be a barrel racer. I thought it was really fun, but obviously those dreams didn't come out. You'll find out why later. But I did really enjoy it. There's just some things I just did not like. I remember here I was really trying to get him to canter. He's definitely not that horse. It's not easy to get him to canter. And I remember cantering Western was a lot harder for me, as since I was still pretty much a beginner, it was just so much more like bouncy and like whoa. And here, I don't know why I pulled on her face so hard. So I'm literally really just trying to get the canter right. And my dream was still to be a barrel racer and maybe end up leasing a horse at this barn. But the only one up for lease was named Dolly. And I remember when riding her, this is not Dolly, obviously, it's Eddie. When I was riding her, that's when I fell off in the canter. She's a super fast barrel pony, and I just wasn't ready. And I used to ride in split reins, so I'd only hold him in my left hand, but she rode with both. Of course, she's a barrel horse. At the time, I didn't understand that. So definitely, it was a lot different, and I remember falling off. I still rode there, but eventually, when I actually started watching YouTube more often, I found out about jumping, which really seemed fun to me. At the time, I didn't know you couldn't jump Western. I was very uneducated. So my dream was to really start jumping. So we eventually left this barn because I just wanted to jump English, and I got into this new barn, which is obviously where I ride now. It took me almost pretty much a year to get in because they were full, and then COVID hit, so they couldn't do lessons. But my first lesson was actually on Leo, who is a halflinger gelding. I don't really have any videos of him for my first lesson, so I'm just going to show you all the pictures I have of him. He was really easy, and is definitely the beginner lesson horse, but he taught me a lot. And sadly, about a month ago, he did die. I just wanted to point this out because there is a reason I did not post anything about it, because I would be super sad. But he did sadly die at the age of 21. So, it's sad, but I really just want to continue with my riding journey as me still riding him back in the day. And this is my first ride on him. English was so different. The saddle was just not what I was used to. And it was definitely when I did trot, it was super bouncy, but he definitely taught me what I really needed to learn as a beginner. So here's some of my clips of my first lesson, and I did actually ride Johnny in my second lesson, which is really, really cool. You can just see in my riding, I'm such a beginner. Johnny was literally super bouncy, and this is literally so hard for me. But you can see here, I'm eventually getting what I'm doing. This was months later. I'm definitely gotten my trot down, and this was actually my first ever jump. As you can see, Leo, you really had to get him going. But I was definitely improving. I got my trot down, and this is my first ever jump. It was just this really small crossrail. To me, it was literally the coolest thing ever. I kept 2-pointing, and I didn't stop till I was over the pool. I don't know what I was doing. This is, I did the YMCA. In November, you had to take away stuff, so I was learning to trot without reins because you don't want to be, always using reins. I did bareback, so I was really just getting this trot down and really just learning and loving it. I tried posting bareback, which was not very, very easy. And eventually I stopped riding Leo. I did have a really bad fall off of him because he had a thing for bucking a lot. But I did ride him a few times after that, and just to get my confidence back in riding. And eventually I moved on to Johnny, who definitely made me the rider I am today, and he taught me so much, and he still does today. He really gave me the confidence I needed and really taught me how to jump, even if he never really jumped them and sometimes just trotted over them. He really taught me how to jump, which was my dream. As I said, he gave me this confidence that I could really do these things. We did dressage, we did jumping, and it really gave me hope I can really jump. He was just overall fun, and he's a really funny horse to be around. I love being around this guy. Even though I might always ride him or always get to see him, I'll definitely love holding these memories. And he's just amazing. And this is my first vertical lesson. It was literally so fun. He was so super excited. I couldn't believe now I was jumping these crazy verticals. And Johnny was just on it that day. This really just was super fun for me, as I just love jumping. It really brought me up in my riding journey as moving up, and it was just really good. That jump, he was solid, and this jump is literally my favorite jump ever taken with Johnny. It definitely showed I'm getting better as an equestrian, and I just love this jump. Obviously, if you can tell, I use it in everything. He's just an amazing horse to ride. And here's another clip again I had of it. Johnny was also the horse that taught me how to canter. This is definitely not the best canter. I was really still learning. It was my first time ever cantering English off the lunge line. He really taught me how to canter, and really he's the best horse to canter on, even though he's really the only horse I canter on in English. But he's just amazing. And I remember, guys, I have cantered since then. I just don't have any other clips of me cantering, but I've definitely gotten a better seat with him, and I really hope to canter him again sometime. I just wanted to point this out. As you can tell in the last clips, I didn't know how to sit the trot. I know how to sit the trot now. I do lots of sitting trot, so yeah. I remember in this lesson I was really happy with Johnny because I finally got him actually jumping the jumps, because sometimes he just trot over them. I was really proud of myself with this jump, and it was really nice. And I'm just getting better with him. Really just, yeah, getting better. I really feel that this is a very important thing in my equestrian journey, and if this is at your barn, you should really join it. It is called Land Safe Equestrian, so shout out to them. They will go to your barn. You have to pay money and learn how to fall off a horse correctly. Not that you want to fall off, but how to fall off in case of an emergency, how to fall off safe. I really recommend doing this if I come to your barn. They taught me so much, even though I was scared for some of the things. I recommend it, and they teach you literally so much. This is definitely one of my favorite jumps taken with Johnny, because my first time riding out in the jump field with cross-country jumps and show jumping jumps. It was really amazing, and he did so amazing as well. I really just love jumping. That's literally my dream, and I'm so glad I have literally been able to come to this barn and be able to do this. I also do some dressage. We do leg yields and circles, which is also really fun too. Well, that's my riding journey for now, and I'm excited for you guys to come along with the rest of it. Before we go, I really just want to say this. Thank you so much for my instructor. I can't imagine my riding without her. She literally has changed my life and made me the rider I am, and I just want to thank you, because you know who you are and you're amazing. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And sorry I don't really make riding videos that much. I still ride all the time. But I'm hoping to do more. And I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye, guys!